Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Time to take that walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. We got us a beer here from Maine Beer Company up in Freeport, Maine. This is their Peeper Ale, which is an American Pale Ale. Very easy drinking beer, should be at 5.5%. Says our handcrafted American ale, do what's right. Drink this beer fresh. The date on this one is at 11/15/16. Got 5.5% on here. Don't have the IBUs on here, and I couldn't find it on any of the three sites that I go to. Rico sent me this, so thanks a bunch, Rico, for sending it to me, my brother. I have reviewed a handful or so of these beers from Maine Beer Company, and they do some pretty tasty stuff. I do like that they got the ABV on there, and they got the bottle on date. Today is the 30th of December. So want to get to this since it was a low ABV beer and get it reviewed. I'm trying to catch up a little bit, like I've been telling you guys. There's been so many wonderful beers from a lot of my good friends, Brandon and Rico and several others that have sent me beers. So we're trying to get some of these caught up. So he's actually sent me two different Maine beers, and we may do the other one tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. So I wanted to start off with this one since this was a lower ABV at 5.5%. So let's see what, and he sent me a little note with it, basically just telling you the same thing. 5.5% hoppy American Pale featuring Magnum, Amarillo, Cascade, and Centennial hops. And basically he said the same thing about the IBUs, that he couldn't find it anywhere on the three sites that I use: Beer Advocate, Rate Beer, and Untapped. So it is what it is. You may be able to go to their website and they might tell you. Shouldn't be very strong bitterness on this. It's a pale ale, so it shouldn't be really bitter. So should be an easy drinking beer. So I don't know how hop forward it is, but they've used some good hops there with the four that they've listed here. So commercial description on this one says, an American style ale brewed one barrel at a time. The malt bill is built on American two-row malt and accented by Crystal 10, Vienna, and white meat malts. Magnum hops give the beer a nice clean bittering, and Amarillo, Cascade, and Centennial hop varieties provide a pleasant floral and citrusy hop flavor. A healthy dose of additional of Amarillo and Centennial are dry hop to give this beer an inviting hop aroma. The beer is fermented with a neutral yeast strain and allowed to dry out so it finishes clean and crisp. So, and it says here this beer was formerly known as Spring Pepper, but this one was done in November, so this is the Winter Peeper. This is the Winter Peeper, and that's what I thought when I first seen it. Pepper ale? No, fool, it's Peeper. Peeper ale, not pepper. So, while I get the cap off of this bad boy and get it into the glass, I will tell you the cuisine is Pan-Asia. The cheeses are earthy, Camembert, Fontina. Your nutty cheeses, Asiago, Colby, Parmesan. Your tangy cheeses, Brick Adam Feta. And the meat is poultry for this. The glass by the pint, Becker, Nonic, tumbler, mug, Sound Sidel. I'm using my favorite tulip glass and not recommended for extended cellaring. So that looks like it's fairly well carbonated. So let's back off of that a little bit and leave enough room for my big old schnoz to get down in the glass. About a finger and a half ahead on that pour. Very clear. It is a light amber color. A lot of bubbles streaming up from the center of the glass. Good looking beer. Let's get a nose on it. Yes, I'm getting the citrusiness on this one. It does have a citrusy floral hop, herbal hop presence. maybe just a hint of pine in there. It's not the West Coast style up in your face, pine, grapefruit and all that, but there are some hints of that. More citrusy and a nice floral herbal aroma to this. So that's good. First beer of the day, so let's dive in. Cheers everybody. Cheers Rico. A very nice sessionable ale. Pale ale. Not too strong on the bitterness. Very nice citrusy notes on this beer. Very easy drinking, guys. Well, let's try it out of the fridge. Let's let it warm up a little bit and let her taste it and see what we end up with. But before we go, let me see if I can get the rest of this in there. See if it clouds it up any. I'm not sure it all will fit in here. As I could tell you a lot of guys, when you're pouring from a can or a bottle of stuff, now look at the difference there. It is not perfectly clear. It is very cloudy. So you've got some stuff in the bottom of the bottle that clouds up the beer a little bit. That's not, I can't see the bubble all through it now. So a lot of times that's what happens. I'll pour, especially in a bottle this size, I'll pour it in there. Oh, this filtered beer, clear as a bell. Then when I pour the other half, I pour her glass. Her glass is twice as cloudy as mine. So as you can see the difference right now, it's very cloudy. So we got some of that pulp goodness in there now. So originally I thought, well, that's a filtered beer. It's perfectly clear. But now I would say, maybe not. So it definitely has. And like I said, it was done on the 16th, 15th of November. So it's about 6 weeks old. It's not an old beer. So looks pretty good now. It looks even better. I like these cloudy beers. Really gotten into the New England style is what they're calling it, at the Treehouse and Trillium, and a lot of these guys are doing now. That looks like orange juice in the glass, so it really does. So, well, for me rambling on, let's take it back and sip on it for a while, let her have some, and we'll come back. All right, guys, I'm back. Got a little left here. It's left some awesome lacing on the glass. Now it's warmed up a little bit. Getting a little bit of lemoniness in it too. But it does have a nice citrusy, floral hop presence, and like I said, hints of some lemon in there too. That they use lemon peel or anything, or it's coming from the hop profile. Still a very easy drinking, very sessionable beer, 5.5%, a great pale ale. Nice job there at Maine Brewery. Or beer company is what they call themselves. Still very tasty stuff. Final chug. Yeah, that's tasty. That's real tasty. Guys, I would buy this beer. Especially if I was a huge pale ale fan and wanted to something a little less bitter than an IPA. Of course, I'm a hophead. I do like a nice IPA, but this is a great starter beer. I wouldn't drink an IPA and then drop back and try to have this, because it's going to taste a little watery and a little thin once you've had a bigger hop profile. But for a hophead and start off the evening with something like this, that's very tasty. Very well done. Guys, to me, I'm going to give this an A. I'm going to give it the 8. Numeric rating for me, guys, would be a 92. That's where I would put this one. So, well done. Very tasty. Nice American Pale Ale. Let's jump over to Beer Advocate, and Beer Advocate has it at 91. Outstanding. Very close numbers there between me and them. Over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer usually numbers are just a little higher. They're either a little higher or they're way lower. And they have it over on 96 and 99 in the style. Great numbers there. And for our final check-in, Untapped has it at 3.84, which is in their B+ range. So pretty close numbers there between a B plus and an A minus or an A. No 10s or anything like that. And like I said, rate beer a lot of times has an inflated rating as opposed to what Beer Advocate and Untapped has. So a lot of guys like this beer evidently that comment on rate beer. So very tasty, very well done. So if you've had this one from the Maine Beer Company, this is their Peeper Ale, which is a American Pale Ale. Very tasty. Well done, guys. Let me know what you think. If you've had it, come on back tomorrow. Let's see what we dig out of the fridge. See you then.